The Weekend Dads and Duds and Week 10 Lines edition of the Stephie Smalls Show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with code SMALLS. Let's yap.
Stephie touch balls, betting it all on the power bottom falls top drop the football like hopes they've been teasing, they're missing the fall season. ACL twisted, bank account freezing, but Smalls cut the shots like some oracle reading. Leaderboard rising while the slot machine's ringing. She's slinging player stats like Nostradamus. $100 bills raining down upon us.
Hello. I'm still across the pond, but we have to talk about this past weekend. The Laddie Daddy is with us. Let's just bring him right in. Let's talk week 9. Let's talk dads and duds. How's it going, Laddie Daddy?
Yes, UK Smalls. What's up there? Rocking the flag behind you. Very Amy Winehouse, Ferris Bueller-ish, if you will.
Yeah.
There's
a lot going on. The Airbnbs, like, we get it. They just want to remind you where you are.
Yeah, it's a statement.
in case you didn't know.
Love it. How's it going over there?
How was week 9? Tell me. How was week 9 for you?
Week 9 was
horrible for me.
Yeah, it wasn't great for me. We'll get into that. I dropped a survivor. I'm down to 1 bullet left there. The rest of the games were, I don't know. I'm hitting a mid-season wall where I'm like, these games, they do this. It's the same thing. Win, lose, whatever. It's all nonsense happening. It's hard to stay focused and motivated. Like 3-2, whatever. I don't know. It's just weird, right? The NFL's
who kicked you out of Survivor?
Well, if you really want to get right into it, I had the Packers at home versus Carolina, and I knew I was cooked as soon as they came out in those uniforms. Those throwback uniforms. Who are they for? I don't even understand this. If your team's over, if you're like 100 years old organization like the Pack, I don't want to see your meat packing back when they had job uniforms, painting on leather helmets with the flying wing tee. No one wants to see this, and the uniforms literally looked like shit. Like, what are they doing out there?
Yeah.
That was horrible. And then, Matt LaFleur, just in general, he's just, he's a nightmare.
He's a nightmare. Also, those pants I tweeted out, like if one of the players pooped themselves, we wouldn't have known.
No.
Like, what were those pants? I don't understand.
Right.
They were awful. They were atrocious. And the Packers are one of these teams too. Like, the beginning of the season, everyone's so excited, betting on them, doing the Super Bowl. Now what? What are you offering us at this point? Because I don't know.
I don't understand them. Right. They played to the level of their team, but like whoever their opponent is. But as far as those pants, and I thought the Steelers pants a week ago was, doesn't get worse than that. Because they're just wearing regular chinos from like J. Crew, like khakis. And then the Packers are like, they did a hold my Wisconsin beer. Yeah. hold my many a Wisconsin beer as we put shit colored pants out there. No, I know they're terrible. They had the ball 8 times. They didn't punt once, and they scored 13 points. That's how ridiculous LaFleur is. They never punted. They moved the ball down, and as soon as they missed a field goal, I was like, I wasn't mad because they missed a field goal because whatever, but I was mad because now LaFleur is gonna be on his bullshit again, and he's just not gonna kick now. And that's what he did. They're doing 4th and 8, 30-yard rollbacks, and Love is that wasn't. I'm still a little tilted about it.
You know what the thing is with Love too? Like, he doesn't throw like that many interceptions, but when he throws them, holy fuck, they're like some of the worst interceptions
I know.
I've ever seen in my entire life.
He threw that one into triple coverage for no reason. No damn reason. It was first down. No reason. He just launches it up to Watson. And then that 4th and 8 play, look, granted that wasn't his fault because it was 4th and 8. Where he's scrambling around. It took 12 seconds him scrambling. And then when he throws it, off camera to the other end of the end zone, I'm like, oh, there's going to be someone there, Then, there was for Carolina, who was calling for like a fair catch. Luckily, he dropped it. Probably would have been a 100-yard pick 6. But with the uniforms and that play call and the design, it might have been the ugliest play of the season. Like, head to toe,
at least make it look good aesthetically.
Right.
It was
aesthetically.
Disgusting.
It was disgusting.
We might as well stay negative. Do you have another dud that you want to give out? Let's just stay negative. We'll just fuck this.
Yes.
End of the trip. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be negative going out.
Absolutely. I'll keep the negativity going. And as much as I loved watching Washington get pounded, as we all do, NFC East fans, and watching them get destroyed by Seattle, I still have to throw Dan Quinn out there for having Jaden Daniels on the field. Down 38-7. He's coming back from 2 injuries, and he's running like RPOs for him. And of course he gets hurt. He shatters his elbow, and like these guys should have criminal charges bring up against him. Put him out there. What do you? They said you want reps. You want momentum for next week. Momentum. He's got like now you have Mariota. You have Mariota momentum now. That's what you have because that was
enjoy it.
He's your franchise quarterback, and you have him out there down 38-7. And they're like, well, he could get hurt doing anything else. Yeah, but he's more likely to get hurt on a football field playing football. Get him off a football field. I'm not saying, well, I am saying this, but you are safer from a football injury in a war zone than you are on a football field playing a football game. Now, you're not safer for your life, but I'm saying your knees, your ACL, you're not going to tear an ACL in the Gaza Strip.
Did you love... I didn't love it. I actually hated it. And I'll just make him a dud, honestly. RG3 making it about himself. Like,
of course.
It's just like, sir, shut the fuck up.
I know. No, we
give it like one day. Holy shit.
Have some bedside manner.
He says nothing in the video. He's like, how can I make this about me?
Have some bedside manner. In RG3, we want
the
this.
Little kid on like their sibling's birthday when they have to unwrap the gift. They have to be part of it. That's what that was. Like, you can sit this one out. Let's not make this about you.
I know. It was weird though. It happened on the same exact yard line, I guess. Same team, Seattle. Although it was nowhere near a playoff game, and they didn't have Kirk Cousins backing them up. But Shanahan was another one who should be in criminal charges for putting him out there. But yeah, RG3 just. Usually, we don't want to hear from you. Pretty usually. If you ever have to doubt it, we never really want to hear from you.
Yeah, we definitely don't. We 100% don't. And then we definitely don't in that circumstance. It's so hilarious when you were talking about Carolina. I am kind of obsessed with how everyone has come together as a whole to tell Meow Mix to fuck off. Like the fact that they came back, they said, you know what, we're gonna bring the podcast back, we're getting the band back together. The fans, the players, everyone said, no, you're actually fucking not, because since you went away,
since you went away, the Panthers keep pounding. I love a collective message to Meow Mix. You know,
it's you're also not Meow Mix. Is that cat food? Like I feel like that's a commercial.
Yes.
From the 90s.
Yeah, that was. Meow Mix was definitely cat. It was a meow, 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 meow. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. All 9 lives are fucking gone. Get out of here. Meow Mix.
Out on
yeah, you can't have a cat. You can't have a cat jingle as your rap handle. That's for sure.
No, not at all.
Or your
I think another dud, because I'm going to try really hard not to mention the Giants this episode until we talk about Lions for next week.
All right.
Like Tucker Kraft getting hurt, like injuries and like that just sucks. I'm just so upset about it, and I'm not okay with it. Even you know who else? Bijan Robinson. He pissed me off this week. I thought he was gonna be way more involved in the receiving game. He really wasn't. He didn't get over that longest reception like I wanted him to. The Chargers too. What is up with them playing down to the competition?
That was crazy. Now, granted, it took a punt return and a pick 6 for the Titans to get within the number, but they also needed a goal. They also needed a goal line stand and a 99-yard drive. And that was a tight game regardless. Vidal didn't do anything. All of a sudden, Jared Patterson. I hate when like random players like Jared Patterson is coming up there. Like what's going on? Just like for fantasy wise, like how about speaking of which, talk about someone didn't produce. Rome Odunze got a goddamn goose egg. The Bears scored 48 points. I just saw the stat line. I'm like, the Bears scored 48. Odunze must have had a nice game, huh? No, he had nothing. How is that even possible?
Yeah. Thanks for that, Bears. That's fantastic. Fantasy's been weird all over the place this year. Do we have any last duds before we get into dads? We'll try to be more positive.
Let's see. Well, all right. I'll keep the duds. I'll keep it with the coaches. One, the parlay off the Quinn thing. Not that, all right, congratulations, Vikings and your J.J. McCarthy's. I still don't like the way O'Connell treated Carson Wentz and murdered him. And then the way they celebrate J.J. McCarthy coming out of that, coming into the locker room like he was a groom coming in there, and they got a wedding and they're like throwing him up in the air. Like they must have been dancing on Wentz's corpse for that. That was gross. And then you got
it feels icky too because it's almost like they knew he was so healthy and it was like we had him like studying. He went to like Sunday school for a little bit and then we're bringing him back.
I know. And it says didn't care. Well,
yeah.
And like if he dies, he dies. Yeah. And then you got Raheem Morris.
He's putting in extra hours to study and then we're gonna bring him out here and he's gonna beat the Lions.
Yeah. And then I was gonna say, then you have Raheem Morris for Atlanta, who's got to introduce us to another Patriots cheating scandal. Now we have to deal with Clapgate, whatever that was. I mean, my God, just admit you're the Falcons, and this is what you do. You falcon things up a bit. They said that the Patriots defensive linemen were clapping to simulate Penix's clap snap, which should have been a 15-yard penalty. And then Vrabel's like, our guys didn't clap. Check the film. We don't teach clapping. Maybe it was our crowd from clapping. Was it that? Like no, we know the difference between your fans clapping and a defensive line. First of all, Boston fans don't clap either way. They yell things at Michael Penix. That's not what they do. So now we have to have the word clapgate, which I don't need right now.
We've strayed way too far away from like where we should be as like
you're Falcons. You're a mess. That's all. Just another net.
That's it. You don't know who you are. You don't know your identity. That's fine.
Yeah, I still didn't understand that game. They could have won, but they also could have lost by 30. I didn't get it. Yeah, I don't know what Michael Penix is. What's your opinion on what is Michael Penix?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't have an answer. I have no idea. Because I think I lean like, not that we were supposed to use that word in this.
You can lean,
but like I think I lean towards him not being good.
Yeah, right now it's definitely sways that way. But then he does something that's really good. But then he does nothing in between for so long. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's so much of terribleness and then great and then whatever it is. It's like
a highlight guy.
I guess so. I'm like, just put it together. Just keep it reasonable, Penix. We're not asking for you to reinvent the wheel. Just keep it reasonable.
I think their defense is part. The defense not knowing if they want to be good or bad is just like it's just so frustrating.
That was great.
They're starting to. I don't know that I can bet on them beyond
Falcons. Yeah, I know. Well, they're coming to Europe next, so get ready.
Oh, good. I'll be out of here. Thank God. All right, let's talk about dads.
Some daddies.
Daddies.
I have a couple daddies from losing teams. I like to give out some loser daddies. It's like
loser dads too.
I'll call them your sitcom dads, your commercial dads. They're always the loser and they're always the loser on TV, but they're dads and they need their propers. And first is the ultimate dad, Joe Flacco, who threw for 470 yards and 4 touchdowns, and he's getting a shot before the game. He's getting a shot at halftime. He's got Ben Gay. He's got mineral ice. It obviously wore out for that Hail Mary he threw, but I mean, my God, that's a medicated daddy up there. Almost for 500 yards.
I feel like we're not talking about it enough, and I feel like the actual fathers that are listening to this, he's running circles around you at this point.
It's insane. Yeah. And he's just throwing it at kids. Like, why can't you do that, Dad? That's every kid looking at that. Why can't you be like Joe Flacco?
Yeah. He's so likable too.
And it's incredible how, he's so likable. And of course, what he said a couple weeks ago about eating alone, how it's the best thing in the world. And every dad's like, you're damn right. That's what I love to do. Fogo de chow by myself. 3 glasses. Oh, he said back in the day, you used to see a guy eating at a bar by himself. I'm like, man, that's sad because now I realize that guy's in heaven. He's like, and he's basically saying he doesn't want to be home with his family. It's basically what he's saying. He goes, well, I mean, of course, I'd rather see my kids and whatever routine they're into, but I also wouldn't mind also wouldn't mind a chicken sandwich.
I went to a bar to watch the game. It ended up being an Eagles bar, which is hilarious. Thank God that they were not playing this week. I walk in, it's just Nick Foles' face, and I was like, "Oh, I fucked up." I didn't really totally search into what type of bar this was. I think Higgins has to be a dad this week, right?
Yeah, of course. Higgins was incredible. Not only his numbers, but every one of his catches were like, "What is going on?"
The first and 10 catch, like in the second, like down the sideline, that touchdown was crazy.
Unbelievable. And he wasn't out there for the Hail Mary. Why not get him out there? I don't care if he's on the 30, whatever. Just put him out there.
I felt bad watching it. The guy that was at the bar was a Cincy fan, and he was kind of yapping, and I kept being like, look. And then it started going downhill, and we were all kind of rooting for Cincy because he was there. Yeah. And I felt awful. Yeah, it was a tough scene.
That was I can't believe they lost and didn't cover because of that Loveland second touchdown. And shout out to you, Stephie, for not calling it a pub. I'm glad it hasn't worn off on you. I hate when people go over to Europe for a couple of weeks and they come back and they call it the States and they're wearing scarves and they're calling it pints and pubs. Stay true.
I keep like Googling bar near me. Do you want to go to a pub or not? Do you want to leave the country? Do you have another dad for me here? I think I have two more.
Okay, I got two daddies. One loser, one winner. The loser, Brock Bowers, coming back. First game back, and he is the best. Proved not only is he the best, he's the best tight end in football. I mean, 12 catches, 127 yards, 3 touchdowns. The Raiders were just completely different with him. Like he just looks different than everyone out there, especially at tight end. You know, like he's got. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about some of the fastest tight ends ever, but he's definitely one of them. So yeah, he looks awesome. I mean, and he of course has the dad look with the bald head, and he went full shave.
He does.
So.
I hope he
blends
doesn't.
In with the dads.
I think he needs to stay true to that though. Like I think there's something. It needs to be part of the brand. Like please don't go to Turkey. Not he could afford to just do it in America, but like just like leave it. We don't need to. We don't need to get rid of it at all. I mean, he played 4.5 games, and he's currently fantasy tight end 10.
I know. Come on. He's unbelievable.
That's crazy. I feel bad. My brother who's on the trip, he's actually in the room right now. This is a live show. My mom's here and my brother's here. They have a punishment for their fantasy league, and the loser has to get a butterfly tramp stamp.
Ooh.
My brother's not doing great in the league. I helped him draft, so it's kind of my fault. But he was playing up against Bowers, who has not been doing well. And he woke up and he was like, what the fuck is going on?
All of a sudden he goes off.
This is all. So I'm glad you brought him up because I couldn't bring him up. My last one here. I mean, Sam Darnold. What is going on?
Incredible.
This is getting crazy. I mean, at halftime. I don't even need to give the full game. At halftime.
Mm-hmm.
At halftime, 282 yards, 4 touchdowns. His passer rating was 158.3. What do you mean? What do you mean?
13 for 13.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just dealing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's only 4 quarterbacks, right? He is one of them that has thrown for 15 plus touchdowns, completed 70% of passes, and thrown for 2,000 plus yards in the first 8 games of a season. It's Sam Darnold, Peyton Manning, Breeze, and Tom Brady. What do you mean?
Sam Daddled.
Good company. That's good company.
I mean, darn dad. I'm trying to force dad to his name.
That's crazy.
It's amazing, and he just looks good too. It doesn't seem like it's part of the system. Like he is just absolutely just balling out there. And of course, JSN is the best receiver in football. They know he's going to him. It's just, he's wide open. It's insane. And then Horton showed up last night. Yeah, I mean, I had Darnold written down too.
Washington. Like I recognize that their defense is not great, but you guys all told me going into the season it was going to be fine. I told you no, it's not. And this is an example of it. But is anyone else like scared that he's going to be a weenie in the playoffs? Because that
Darnold. Well, that was the thing, obviously, with him last year. I mean, it's a bit of an overreaction, I thought. I mean, their O-line was beat up and stuff like that. But like, and if it does, like, so what? Like, not so what, but like, I mean, come on. I mean, he's proven enough, I think, in the last 2 years.
Okay, so are you taking him at 25-1 or Daniel Jones? I'm seeing like 30-40-1 for MVP. If I hand you $100, who are you putting it on?
$100 definitely on Sam Darnold. One, because Seattle, they still have a very good chance of being the 1 seed, or what you need. 1 or 2 seed actually is all you really need. Thing is with Daniel Jones, and I don't even mind the slip up that he had yesterday. He's like, when you think of the Colts, people think of Jonathan Taylor, too. So they would split votes or whatever. They'll give him more credit. With Seattle, you're getting a quarterback. You're getting Sam Darnold. That's what you're getting because Walker and Charbonnet are not a thing.
Absolutely. All right. Before we talk about some lines for next week, we're brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto for tonight. Bam night, 2+ touchdowns at +850 is something I like over there. Head to MyBookie.ag, promo code SMALLS for 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code SMALLS. We're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. Novig, you're getting the best prices, and it's available in 35+ states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig. Promo code SGPN. All right. And there isn't that much that I love looking ahead here. One thing that stood out to me, though, like, doesn't the Giants-Chicago game feel like a trap? Why is this the line? Chicago 3.5-point favorites at home? Are we watching the Giants defense, or I guess I'm confused here.
Now, which way is it? I mean, looking at that, which way would you say the trap was even going? Because like coming from you, it could be either way.
It just feels wrong. The line just feels wrong. It just doesn't feel right.
You think it should be more Bears?
Yes.
I mean, the Bears defense is bad. The Bears defense is really bad. They can run the ball well. They run the ball at an elite level. And as we know, the Giants are not very good at stopping the run. Jackson did look good. Your man Gunner. Look, first of all, can we keep those Giants uniforms all year round? Speaking of throwback uniforms,
enough.
My God, throw the Packers shit back in the and let's rock those Phil McConkeys all year.
Enough.
Gunner and that McConkey was amazing.
Yeah. Gunner needs to be wide receiver 1. I can fix it for the rest of the year. I like that. Ways to go about this. You have Banks just returned. He'll be okay. And then we just, I don't know, figure something else down there. But I feel like Caleb against this team is just not going to go well. I'm supposed to go to this game, but I don't feel great about it. I don't know that I want to go watch the Giants in person.
You're going to go down to Chicago for that game? Listen, I'm not a bear weather fan myself. I live in Chicago many years. It's a great stadium to go to, not to get out of. Always, it's can be miserable. There's a lot of great places around Chicago I'd rather see than go to the actual game.
Yeah.
But
I'm in fairness, I'm going to a concert the night before, so
there you go.
At that point, I feel like I am obligated to stay.
What concert are you going to?
Yeah, what was that?
What concert are you going to?
Halsey. I feel like some people know. It's my Halsey. It's my second time seeing her in a couple months. I'm a freak, guys. It's fine.
Where does Halsey play? Is she at the Vic? Is she at the United Center?
No, she's playing somewhere small because she's doing a 10-year anniversary for one of her first albums. So she's playing somewhere intimate, I think they say. Is that the word?
Fantastic.
I don't know. This game feels weird. Like, do you think that this is the right line?
Well, now that I know that you're going to Halsey the night before, you have to go to this game because you have to put those two in an Insta story together. That is what IG is all for. Right. That is the full Stephie Smalls experience. 3.5. It's just tough because the Bears defense is so bad. Giants in the road. I get what you're saying. I'm not laying more than with the Bears, but I do what you're saying. I don't think it's wrong. I'll just say that. Sure. I do lean, as you say off on this network, your way with the Bears.
Yeah,
for sure.
the big L.
We can L early. We can L early on. Yeah. Early L's is fine, you know?
What are you looking at here? There was only 2 other spots I think I saw an advantage betting early, but what are you looking at?
Yes. Now, here's one I had in my eye on before CJ Stroud got a concussion, which really put a bummer in that game. They should have beat Denver, but then I don't know. Then we got Mills out there. It was gross. But here's the thing: short sample size. Here's some stats for you. Jacksonville, of course, just played an overtime game in Las Vegas. Now, this is a small sample size, but this is the Las Vegas hangover game. When you play at Vegas and then you have to play a road game the next week. We all know leaving Vegas, you're never the same. Coming back.
Yeah, you guys have heard it here first on the show.
Right. So maybe Trevor Lawrence's voice is a little bit. Lee Cohen's voice is definitely not going to kick that Duval as much as he will. But here we go. Teams that play on the road in Vegas and then go to the next week play on the road, which Jacksonville's doing this week in Houston. They're 1-11 against the spread, and they lose that spread by 12 points. And the other team, the opponent, hits their over by 75% of those games, which makes sense too. You don't want to play defense, you're slacking. You're like, you're a little hungover. And but the only problem is, and the line's 1.5, and it's obviously because of CJ Stroud. I'm not running to do that, but I'm definitely weary of playing Jacksonville there, and I like Jacksonville. But I can see,
I feel
and
like
it's
I've
a
been
divisional
the opposite
split.
way.
You know,
I keep betting against them, but I'm always on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't know
The other
why.
one was what was the other one? What do you think of this Tampa Bay New England? I love Tampa Bay.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let me give out an underdog slip before I forget to do the ad reads. Underdog is your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000x. For tonight, George Pickens higher 23.5 longest reception. Jake Ferguson higher 4.5 receptions. Trey McBride higher 6.5 receptions. That's gonna get you 4.5x your monies. Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Just play $5 and you get $100 in bonus funds when you use the code SMALLS. Rhythm is also crushing it in college football, NFL, and now they added NBA. I saw also college basketball is back. We love that. Bear down. Rhythm is also giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model you build, and you can win $1,000 for this evening. Well, for me, it's tomorrow morning, but Wizards at Knicks. I like the under 234.5. This is a sharp under over there on Rhythm. Use promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm and use promo code SGPN25. Yes, that game is on here for me. This game is interesting because New England's secondary versus Tampa feels like a little bit, I love this word, feels like a hairy situation. Feels like a hairy situation. I don't love it. We saw what London just did. Bucks off a bye. I don't know. I think I like the Tampa side here. I think I like the over, though. This is going to turn into a pass fest.
Yeah, 100%. I think I don't want to say New England got exposed, but New England's been playing a weak schedule. You know, their schedule's been insanely light. So for this to be under a field goal, Baker off a bye, they get a little bit healthier. I really like Tampa Bay here in a smash spot. I mean, Drake May, he looked good, obviously, and he's very athletic, and he makes the plays that he has to. But he was turning the ball over yesterday a couple of times, and I'm not going to put out the D word, but it was a little Daniel Jones-esque, if you will. The way he was just kind of like
a little yeah, it's a little first read.
First read gone, and then we get into a hairy situation for Indeed as he was just turning the ball over. So yeah, I kind of like Tampa Bay here, and I would love obviously like anything under a field goal. So if you can get 2.5, it's basically wanting the Bucs to win. I've heard people talking about using them in Survivor. It's a tough Survivor week. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a tough Survivor week. It's interesting. It's an interesting spot. I feel like I get excited about these teams off the bye, but I don't know that helped me as much as I thought it would lately.
Right.
What about the Colts? Speaking of Daniel Jones-esque, Colts minus 5.5 they are? Yeah. At home versus Atlanta. Again, I don't think Atlanta
No, it's in Europe there. By home. By home they mean Europe, but for that one. I think that's in Germany or some shit.
You're right. See, I didn't, guys. I've been abroad. We saw how bad my bets did last week. I should have been. It wasn't pretty. I have Guinness brain. I just don't think that Atlanta can force the turnovers like the Steelers did to beat the Colts here. And I don't think that they're going to be able to keep Jonathan Taylor to 45 yards. I don't think that that's happening again. Atlanta's just so unpredictable.
Yeah,
I kind of like the off loss, but listen, I've seen Daniel Jones also win in Europe before. He beat Aaron Rodgers a couple of years ago.
He did. I remember that. It was a huge it was a huge Survivor game, actually.
It was awesome.
Yes. And I think people have been wanting to discredit the Colts and Daniel Jones, they're like, aha, you see that? There he is. What his old turnovers.
There he is.
I mean, listen, 6 turnovers are 6 turnovers. 3 of them were his fault. Steelers, good for them. They did what they did. The Colts still outgained them by 150 yards. I'm not ready to just toss that out. It was more of an outlier if you ask me.
Right.
With these Colts. So I think even if it's a neutral field, which I'll call this neutral field, I think the Colts do what they have been doing. That's win by margin. I've been a pound team. So I like that a lot. And Atlanta is just an absolute mess. They're talking about Clapgate for crying out loud.
It's too much. Clapgate?
Yeah.
That's all. Someone serious. We can't talk about Clapgate. What are we doing here? Come on. What do we think about the Monday night football game? Any feelings on Eagles at Packers? Eagles off a bye.
Eagles off a bye. Packers, of course, off a terrible, terrible effort. I will say this. Micah Parsons already put the quote out there that might bite them in the ass. After he kind of dismissed their loss to Carolina,
he said himself, can he?
He can't. After the Carolina loss, he goes, well, because he didn't have any pressures for the first time in his career, and he's like, well, I don't think they did much. There's not too many times a team's going to beat you where a quarterback throws for 100 yards because Bryce Young only threw for 100. Oh, yeah? Well, wait till you see the Eagles come to town. We're the kings of winning for throwing for 100 yards. So it's also the tush-push revenge game. The Packers were the scapegoats of the team that were the spearhead of voting against the tush-push in the offseason. So I can see Sirianni, as spiteful as he is, and which I like. He's very petty. I can see him first drive, just nothing but tush pushes. Let's go. 3 yards a pop. Let's get some tush pushes up and down the field. I hate these Packers. Monday night, Sean's going to be there, but it's
Is he going?
Oh, yeah, he's going.
Oh,
it's
my
on his,
God. That's
I know. He said Lambeau's on his bucket list. I'm like, you're going to check it off.
I heard him say that. Yeah.
Check that off pretty quick. It's not that great.
Oh, man. We're both going to be at games in the mid. What are we doing?
Yes. What are you doing? Terrible.
Crazy.
At least you'll be in a fun city. He'll be in Green Bay.
It's cheese curds. I think that's all I got. Cheese curds and beer.
Good cheese curds. Good cheese curds. Shout out to Mom's Castle there and the curd nerd. I know she writes a good column on all the best cheese curds. I mean, they are amazing. They love campaigning that. Like, listen, we have the best cheese curds in the country, and we're like, yes, you do. You know why? Because you don't have any competition. No one else puts out cheese curds. I mean, they're delicious. I'm not saying they're not good.
If they do, they don't care.
Right. They certainly don't advertise it, and I'm not saying they're not good, but you're running against yourself here.
You know what's crazy is I've never had. I don't think cheese curds. They're kind of like snowflakes. Like no two cheese curds are like created equal.
Right.
Like
they are never
I've
somewhere.
had massive cheese curds. There's the tiny ones. Like there's so many variations of cheese curds. I don't even know what a cheese curd is supposed to look like at this point. And I've lived in the Midwest for like 4 years.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of the cheese curd.
Yeah, apparently. CC. Last game I'll ask you about. Ravens headed to U.S. Bank. Maybe this is part of the plan here too. I don't know. With the Vikings are up to no good. They have hidden motives here. I don't know what their deal is. Ravens, headed to U.S. Bank. Vikings, 4.5 point home dogs?
Yeah,
it's a very exciting win there for them. I mean, I don't know. I kind of lean Ravens here, but.
I definitely lean Ravens here. You got the 10 days off from the Thursday game. Definitely a letdown spot. JJ McCarthy also on his 4th start ever now, 5th start ever. Good for him. Yeah. Good for everything they did versus Detroit. And still, that's a big number for the road for sure. But the Ravens, they see the path in front of them. I mean, they see this division's here to have in this playoffs. So they know that's the thing when you take the Ravens now, you know they're not going to have a letdown spot because they can't afford to.
Was that Vikings-Falcons game at U.S. Bank?
That was, yes.
Remember?
That was at Minnesota. That was at Minnesota at night. That was at Minnesota at night. Yeah.
That's right. Okay. That'll be interesting. Any other spots that you're taking a look at here before we wrap up and I let you get out of here?
I was looking at the Detroit-Washington. I always look at Detroit coming off a loss. The look ahead was 3.5. Now it's 7.5. Yeah. That was upsetting.
Commanders, I think it's like this.
I think their season's done. I mean, they pulled the plug. That might have been one of the worst 4 quarters for a team all year. What happened to them? Now that they get belt to ass by Seattle on national TV at night, then you have your franchise quarterback in there for no reason getting hurt. I mean, that was just gross.
BTA, BTE, belt to elbow. Like, what are you guys doing?
Belt to elbow. I love that. So I think Detroit might do the exact same thing.
Yeah. Tough scene. All right. Let people know where they can find you. I'll let you get out of here. It is almost midnight here for me across the pond. Last time I'll say it.
And the family's up listening to you yap. That's what I love to hear.
My
on
mom
the other
is
words.
scrolling her phone. My brother is scrolling his phone. You guys want to say hi? Hi, guys.
Yes. Hope you avoid the tramp stamp tattoo. Go Giants. Oh man. Easy. Catch where they can find you, easy. Just subscribe to my show, The Bottom Line Bombs with CJ Sullivan on the SGPN networks. The Man in the Box. Also do a show called Three Generous. But subscribe to Bottom Line Bombs. Follow me on X at CJ Sullivan _ or Instagram at CJ Sullivan was taken _ in between each word. That's it. You know the rest.
Yeah, you guys know the deal. Subscribe also over here. Like, rate, review the podcast, please. No show tomorrow. I am traveling. We know how that kind of ends up going, as it just doesn't work out. So we decided to plan in advance. So we will be live on Wednesday instead. I am headed back to America. I'll probably still be drinking Guinness once I get back there, but maybe not for a little bit. I need a break. I appreciate you, CJ. I will see you guys on Wednesday.
Stephie Small Show, sports gambling. Play some bets on winners and catastrophe. If you want to know where to put the money, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday is the place to be.